Hello, Aries. What a trip to be sitting here for September's conversations. I got this really strong call to sit down, just have that intimate space that is really developed here when I sit down to do these chats. And I've been going through quite a year. I want to illuminate on that more in another chat. But I'm definitely growing a lot and exploring a lot and reworking all my kind of philosophies and the way I move through my work. And it feels really good, though, to check back in with you all. And there's something really special and precious about this month and the energies that are here with us. Aries, for you this month, we start off in Virgo season. So Sun and Venus are both moving through Virgo. And this symbolism really has to do with the kind of daily way you move through life, and if it's connecting with you, if it's working with you, and how you're feeling about it, how you're feeling about your rituals, routines, and what it feels like to show up in this human body doing stuff, right? And it's such a great and useful season, I think, whenever we get this kind of sixth house energy lit up. We all are longing to kind of retool and rework those things as we grow and change. So you'll be noticing those themes. The full moon in Pisces is also going to be illuminating your dreamscape, your hidden world, the part of yourself that you don't share out in the world, the part of yourself that connects you directly to spirit. And so in many ways, this month is extremely spiritual for you, Aries, and really has you reworking your landscape, both on the practical and the spiritual. The big thing this month that we'll be hearing a lot about is Mercury Retrograde, as always. It starts on the 9th. It will start off in Libra. By the 23rd of the month, it will be into its other part of the retrograde in Virgo. This Mercury Retrograde starts off in your relationship connections, how you relate and connect, and then it will move back into your routines and habits. As we work through this Mercury retrograde, we're also heading toward, obviously, Libra season, the equinox. Sun, Venus, and a new moon are all going to be working with Libra by the end of the month. And this is your mirror season. This is a time of perspective and being able to see yourself fully. Not just the Aries that is running out in the world and being big and bold and fiery, but also the Aries that we may not always see. The one that's longing for connection and safety and rest and wants to feel that interconnectedness with others. And this got me thinking about the note that started to pop up for me as I sat down with your energy today before this chat. I was thinking about how when you're watching a scary movie or reading a scary story or even reading kind of like a mystery of any kind, part of what makes it a little unsettling and spooky and uncertain is the partial view that we get as we are in the story, right? We're always getting little clues and little glimpses of something, but we don't really know what it is, what the motivation is, why it's doing what it's doing. Who's behind it? What's the energy and the intent behind it? And this is what's really unsettling to our analytical minds and to even our animal bodies. It's that partial view. And I think, there's a lot of things in our day-to-day lives that feel like a partial view. And for our haunted houses and our old circuits, they live in a partial view, right? So when we get into an old circuit, an old thought pattern, an old fear, which we're all going to do, it's really natural. We are entering into a landscape with a partial view, right? We are entering a landscape with partial information about who we are, what we came here to do, and what really feels good and is supporting us. And I think that this month, as we move through this Virgo and Libra season, as we move through the equinox, as we move through Mercury retrograde, and some very, very beautiful, powerful moons, it's a really great time to remember that partial view from the worried and scared. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. And also, I think even more importantly, as we work through Libran energy especially, this is going to be about inviting in the broader view, the balanced view, the view that does remember that you are deeply cared for and loved, and that the Fool, all right, new beginnings, new beginnings arriving here, and the Hierophant. Okay, all right, big energy Aries, I see what you're bringing here. You're bringing your powerful rebirth selves to the table. I love it. But this is about the bigger perspective. And I think Libran energy really helps you do that and can really help you get some pieces put together so that you don't feel like you're just in the same old loop forever. And I think that's what we're seeing here. You know, the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool work really well together. These two are a beginner's mind. But what I think is so important about both of these, you know, aces for me always inherently suggest that we've just been through a chapter of life where we got to the end of it and we entered the mystery. Between 10 and 0, there is mystery, right? That 0 point is the mystery. The Fool lives in the 0. The Ace of Pentacles is the moment right after that 0 point, where suddenly we get a fresh offering, a fresh opening. Something that opens up a part of our lives that maybe has felt like a repetitive loop, or something that we have been stuck in and we just don't know what the next step is. The Ace of Pentacles is offering us that. And the Fool is a reminder that we may still feel like we're in that 0 space, where this is about the void, the unknown, the mystery, the inherent mystery of spirit and life, but that we are getting invited to open up to new vistas and new possibilities. And you'll be seeing this time and again, I think, this month. Now, where is that leading? I feel like the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool are leading, you know, they're in concert, they're opening something up. And the Hierophant is here in the series, at the end of this series. The Hierophant is about being our own spiritual authority, not giving away our power to another authority, not waiting for the institution to tell us that we can be connected to our intuition and what we need, not waiting for there to be a power dynamic that is giving us our sense of sovereignty. The Hierophant is also about what we really deeply commit to and where we are harnessing our energy in the long term. So this is really about grounding into practices that honor your spiritual self, honor your truest self, and honor how you are changing. Because you're changing. You're leaving the partial views and the old patterning. And as you step into these broader vistas, there has to be like a commitment to owning that, owning your growth, owning the mystery, owning that you have changed and that there's a bittersweetness to it all, and yet there is a readiness as well. I'm so excited to see what this month brings for you, my beautiful Aries friends. As usual, you can find me on Patreon. It's such a lovely community there. I offer up teachings every single week. On the upper tier, we do a couple of Zoom calls every month and we just hang out and talk about different topics. You can also find me on my Instagram. I'd love to see you there. And my website. So I'll leave all the links below if you want to find me and hang out. I would love it if you stuck around, and I will see you here so soon for another chat. Have a beautiful September, my Aries friends.